Savage, and welcome to my bathroom. I'm sorry if I am a little bit quiet or whatever, but people are sleeping, so I'm just trying to respect them. So I have been in this process of wanting to remove my chest piece, and I've done different natural things to try to like lift the color out, and it's worked. It's lifted the color out quite a bit, and also this year is 10 years of having my chest piece. I also have a little tattoo on my thigh that I don't mind removing either. So I have talked to a friend from my past, and she did chemical peels on her tattoos. She had a big flower on her arm, and I remember when we were in beauty school together, she had it and it was like almost removed, and I was like asking her about like her treatments on it, like what did she do and stuff, and she said that she did chemical peels on her tattoo, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. And she did it, and there was like no scarring, no nothing. And she was saying that she wanted to go and get like a tattoo removal, but she knew that it was going to cost a lot of money. And she was like, I'm just gonna do chemical peels first and then go get a tattoo removal. Well, she ended up, I think, getting a tattoo over it because she was almost completely gone. And when she first got it, it was super vibrant. It was like, I think it was a tiger lily. It was some sort of like bright pink lily. And she did all these chemical peels on it, and it just turned out so nicely, and like it lifted more than half the color out. So today I'm going to do a test on my thigh piece first. Sorry, my hair's like a fucking mess. But I'm gonna do a test on my thigh piece first, and we're gonna see how that works out. And I got a 20% TCA acid, so we're gonna do that on my leg, and if it ends up being a little bit too much, I'll just go ahead and buy like a lower percentage. But looking at how like people were doing them on their face, they were mainly just doing them up to like 25, and I have sensitive skin, so I was like, if it works well on the face, then it should work well on my skin, and I don't want to burn my skin. I don't want to like, you know, do too much, especially because like I just got done saying, my skin's super sensitive, especially if it's like the chest piece, and then same with my leg, because the breast tissue and like the chest tissue is very like thin. And also on my legs I have KP. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's keratoma pilaris. It is where you just have too much keratin built up in like your pores. So they're just like little tiny like red bumpies, and I've had it my entire life. It's not contagious, nothing. It's just part of my life. So we are going to see how it works today. I'll film a little bit of it, and then I'll do another film of how it looks after it heals, and if anything has lifted in color, whatever. And then we will go on to the chest, and I'll do a video on that as well. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so here you are going to need your cotton swabs, you're going to need your Q-tips, your TCA acid, and then this stuff in this little bowl is baking soda and water. It is to help neutralize after you're done with your TCA pill. It'll stop the chemical burn, and then you will be all done. So here we go. Yay! Okay, so I did forget one little thing. I totally forgot to wipe down this entire area. You can either do it with what I'm using is witch hazel, or you can do it with rubbing alcohol. But since my legs are super dry, like I said, because I have keratoma pilaris, you can kind of see it in the video if you look really closely. but because I have that, my legs are already super dry, so I used witch hazel instead. So here I go, rubbing it all down, and then I'll just go ahead and put the little cotton swabs off to the side, and then I'll start putting the acid on. And what they recommend is if you're doing certain little spots like this, you're going to just dip the Q-tip into the acid and do what I just did, making sure that you just don't get any drippage, and just go over all of it and let it sit. What it's supposed to do is supposed to start doing this thing called blanching, where it starts getting, looks like acidy, like filmy and like white. So I went over it, and here I'm just waiting to see like if it's gonna start going, but it didn't really quite do anything the first time, so I kept on going over it like that, just the same exact Q-tip, but so nothing. I just got done. So then I ended up going over it again, the acid, with more. I don't feel anything like acid with like a different Q-tip skin or anything, but with wrapping it over, I don't know if you can see what happened. You can barely see it in the video, but as I went over it the second time with a little bit more acid, that is like color from my tattoo already. And you can see a little bit of black in there. It has it's like kind of showing up just like slightly gray to it. And you can see like the orange color in there. It's freaking insane. Like it's not even completely going, and yeah, that's where the orange came from, and right there already. So you can kind of see it in the video, but not too much. But like in person, it was a lot more. Yeah, it's exciting. So, sorry about the camera being shaky. This is immediately after the chemical peel, and I just got done washing it, so it's blanched quite a bit. So we will see how it turns out. I'm really excited. It burns a little bit, but it's normal, especially for the first time, and I think it blanched quite a bit because of like my KP, so because it like made it like extra dry. But I will show you how it looks in the next couple days.